Welcome back, people. Greetings indeed to an episode of Hatoful Boyfriends. We're on a new chapter. Why we to though you I ought ye ni un odd me b vid u w y w y id you is me. Please enter your name. Okay. Enter your first name. We all know it's local. Enter your last name. We all know it's pigeon. Yep, that's okay, thanks. Yep. Okay. Wahahaha! At last, the day has come. The TV's too loud. Never mind. The day of my final victory over you. Ah, this colourful fella, I remember him. Issa Suma. I know you are here tonight. My heart flutters just imagining your ungainly form prostrating itself in fear before my new weapon. Look up at the night sky. The stars, the moon, they all give me their blessings in this, my decisive moment of artistry. Never mind, it seems to have clouded over. Humph, can't the weather try to read the atmosphere at least a little? Come on, you ninnies, the star player has arrived at last. Show a little enthusiasm. Bah, it is of no matter. Nothing can overshadow my day of glory now. Prepare yourself for the end, Issa Suma. Nishikuji Sori, the artist, the one and only, has arrived. Tremble before me, pitiful fools. Wait, no. Give applause for the glory you are about to witness. Tonight, I unveil my... Didn't I just ask for applause? What is this silliness? This is my grand entrance. You must... Is that dead pigeons? Dead doves and shit? What on earth is going on? Ah, good Mr. Editor-in-Chief, I'm afraid we're in the middle of a sexy and gradual process at the moment. Could it wait? You two are... Nishiguchi Tori, right? As you can see, we're a little busy. We really don't need more problems right now, so just sit tight and hold it, kiddo. Actually, I suppose you're not that young anymore. How rude! I still have my youthful vigor. More importantly, what's going on? This is entirely too strange. Could you fill me in a little, please? Would that we could? If anybody here does know what's going on, please speak up. Everyone gathered here to see the total lunar eclipse, and the eclipse started. Ah, so it's following on from where, like, the dream world entered, I believe. So far, everything is fine. It's just a normal school outing. But then, things went wrong. When the last corner of the moon was hidden, everyone here fell asleep. Asleep? Their brain activity is normal. They all experience an extended period of REM dream. REM dream? REM? So then, they're dreaming? It would seem so. What's the problem then? You can just wake them up. We can't, and that's the problem. REM sleep is when the body sleeps but the brain remains awake. Normally you can wake someone experiencing it up quite easily, but we can slap their faces and shout in their ears all we want, but they don't wake up. An entire astronomical observation group falling asleep at once. Strange, but not unheard of. I suppose it's a form of mass hysteria. I've heard that in past cases the birds involved have woken up by themselves when the moon becomes visible again. Unfortunately for us, the eclipse ended a while ago, and they're still asleep. Do you suppose the clouds have something to do with that? Quite possibly. They gathered right at the eclipse as the eclipse ended, so we haven't seen the moon since before it started. It's awfully hard to believe. How could looking at the moon cause something like... Coming through. You really need to learn to tailor your speech to the occasion. You are completely lacking in grace and quite rude. The people here are the ones being rude. We're back in the dream world then. There's something wrong with a place where dawn doesn't follow pre-dawn. Nagaki and I come to this dream country, the Holiday Star on the night train. We got to run errands for Mr. Forward King, and we got to see our friends, and it all seemed like good fun, but when morning was coming and we thought we were going to wake up, morning didn't come. Who are you talking to? The camera, of course. These episodes weren't all released at once, so people have probably forgotten what happened last time. Being so directly aware of the camera seems a little unprofessional to me. Whatever, it's better to give the readers a hand. Mr. King, are you in here? I'm going to give you a piece of my mind. His Royal Highness, the King. Hello, I am the King. Mr. King? You wretched little blob of lemon yogurt. The King was very scared, because the human girl had come with a scary face and a fierce voice. He's shrinking, Miss Pigeon. Control yourself before he disappears entirely. What kind of a wimp is he? Something isn't right here, Mr. King. The night isn't ending, and we aren't waking up. The night does not end. You do not wake from the dream. What are you talking about? Night is followed by a new morning, and after that a new day. The King said the holiday does not end on the Holiday Star. The holiday is forever. The King asked if a new day were to come, would the holiday not have to end? Would that not be strange? We seem to have arrived at riddles. Common sense makes a very poor weapon in debates here. Well, in that case, how can we get home? The King said there is no returning from the journey you have taken. You should know this well. The dead can never return to life. Where did that come from? What did you mean, Mr. King? Isn't this just some happy dream theme park or something? The King said this is the land of dreams. This is where birds who have died wait dreaming for the end of eternity. That would make sense for me, but Your Majesty, not all of the birds here are dead. And there's a living human right here. We didn't do anything aside from watching the eclipse, right? Maybe we got hit by a gigantic meteor. If we died, that suddenly we might arrive in the land of the dead while still alive? Sometimes, not often, but sometimes someone arrives here a little early. But the King is kind, and so is always happy to entertain those who need to wait for proper citizenship. No, thank you! Let's leave already, Nagaki. Do you think we should? This does seem like the place for me. Let's go back to school. You don't need some pushy king who forces people into staying in his country either. Indeed. I can't say I like it much. We can get back to the school on the train we took to get here, right? We'll go home whether you want us to or not. Don't bother to see us off. The King said the train will not come. Why not? The night will not end. There is no station, and the train will not come. I don't follow the logic. Is that really surprising given who's talking to you? I've had enough. We're finding a way out on our own. Well, that sounded really cool, but how are we going to get out? The station we arrived at was around... There's nothing here. It's gone. Seems so. Maybe it stops at a different platform when it's going the other way. But I don't see any platform anywhere. Excuse me? Citizens of this land. Yes, miss? We are perfectly normal tourists, and we came here to sightsee. Oh, how wonderful. This is a very nice place. You're welcome to move in. No! We're here to sightsee. We don't want to stay. Is that right? Have you thought about staying permanently then? Stop repeating yourself. What should we do, Nageki? This is like verbal dodgeball. I think we have to find our own way out, like you said. And now, we need to figure out what to do. Can't you just wait for it to clear up again? Even if it doesn't, shouldn't sunlight work just as well? No, we can't. We've got a time limit, you see. What do you mean? Avian brains are unstable things, barely out of a period of rapid and natural development. And right now, every birdie on the ground here is suffering from a disconnect between their brains and their bodies. If we leave them for too long, they won't be able to wake up again. They'll be stuck dreaming until they die. And that said, I don't know what will happen with the human. What? So they'll become vegetables? Isasuma, you cretin! Wake up! If you're going to slip into an eternal dream, at least do it after being appropriately awed by my artistry. I want to head back in. Do I have your permission? Do you understand what you're saying, Sasaki Yura? Head into the world of dreams? I'm a messenger of dreams. Sounds pretty romantic, doesn't it? One of the victims, Shirogane Sakuya, is a relative of Sasaki's. Sasaki can synchronize with his brainwaves and access his dreams if he follows the right procedure. It's a very strange thing. Everyone here is seeing the exact same dream, almost like a field trap of the soul. Last time I went in, I confirmed a few of them aside from Sakuya, and I suspect that if I can spur them into action directly, we can get them out of here, out of there. Your job here isn't to take a hit for your younger brother. Can you promise me you'll act with discretion? Yes, sir, I can. Understood. Your orders, Sasaki, are to enter the dream through Shirogane Sakuya, extract the people trapped inside, and pull them out. This will only be a success if everyone comes out alive, and that includes you, Sakazaki Yoya. Yes, sir. Wait just a minute. What's in that bottle? Is that stuff legal? And those are sleeping pills? Yes. He's about to enter someone else's dream. If he wants to get in, he doesn't have much of a choice. This isn't something to do on a whim. Gah! This can't possibly be good for you. Don't come crying to me if you start experiencing embarrassingly personal side effects. Everything has a price. If you've got a goal in mind, you better be prepared to pay up. Here are the electrodes. I'll be keeping an eye on the monitor. You ready, Sasaki Yoya? Yes, sir. Ah, jeez. Fine, I get it. I'll help too. Why are you so angry all of a sudden? I'm not angry. I just can't stand being here with you two stealing all the dramatic roles. Let me do something too. You want to get rid of these clouds, yeah? Can you do something about them? Just who do you think I am? I am the man once known as the Crawler, the former head of the 2nd Optical Ordnance Division. And now I go by the Champion Bad Guy. I'm the greatest advisor in the artistic research sector, Nizozaki Tori. And on that note, guys, we'll end this episode for this new chapter right here. And I'll see you for the next one. Going straight into it, yep. To the pit for now.